everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and it's time to report about movie spoilers, about clickbait. Some of you are going to be annoyed by this. I uploaded this video already, had some audio technical problems, so I re-invited Lewis. We're doing this again, and I'm going to double down, because if you got that takeaway from my first video, you know what? See ya. Because I'm going to clarify and explain why this is such a frustrating topic for me. I am not jealous of the YouTuber I'm about to talk about. I'm not jealous of. I'm frustrated because YouTube is promoting outright lies. They just are. Now, I know you don't know me. I don't break stories, and you're not familiar with my guest here, but I want to introduce my guest before I get into sort of the bit of what I'm explaining. Lewis, say hello.
Hey, what's up, everyone here on Popcorn Planet?
Now, Lewis, you've been around for a while. You worked at Nuke the Fridge. You have NerdReport. You are a legit source. I know you personally. You have told me who your source is. I can't talk about. I'm not going to reveal his source, but I feel confident in Lewis, in his friendship, in he's putting his cred on the line. He's not wearing a mask. He's putting it out there, Lewis. There are a lot of reports out there that say that there were test screenings of Rise of Skywalker, and it was a disaster until George Lucas came and fixed it. It's all over. We got this covered, and then Cosmic Book News, all of these sort of test screening disasters made 3 endings, yada, yada, yada. This was from the same YouTuber responsible for the rumor offering that Disney is losing confidence in Brie Larson and Captain Marvel, something that has never been confirmed by an actual outlet or anywhere. And I would argue they aren't losing confidence in her. I bet you they're going to still continue. That's just so frustrating. I see some of these news reports on fake movie news. They'll be like, they're losing confidence in Brie Larson. Well, they're putting Brie Larson in Star Wars. It's like, which is it? It's just, they want to go wherever they want to go.
It's always stuff that cannot really be confirmed. How do you prove that they're losing confidence? They have a camera on Brie Larson's forehead, or the execs over there have a camera on their forehead they recorded? Doesn't make any sense, man.
Well, look, and so and now where this all comes from is this YouTuber, his name, Doomcock. All hail the mighty Doomcock. Now, look, I want to applaud Doomcock. I think people are going to misconstrue here. I'm not jealous. I guess I am a little jealous. I'll be honest, because I look at his views. I'm like, holy crap. He's literally. I know, because I trust Lewis. That's why I'm going to say I know he's lying, because Lewis has confirmed with me that these things he's saying aren't true. So maybe he's not lying. Maybe he heard them from sources and he's trusting his sources. And he is saying it with a grain of salt. Let's be clear. But this sort of then he hears a very rough rumor from sources that he should recheck because his sources are wrong. But I also think he's doing this as entertainment. So when Doomcock does this, I feel like, all right, cool. This is a persona that's pretty funny. It's interesting. He's not putting his face on the line. He's seeing a sort of space in the internet. This isn't self-righteousness of me sort of doing it. As I posted the last video, all these commenters were just ripping me apart. Hey, Mason Martin, why don't you trust your sources over Doomcock? You know why? Because mine doesn't wear a mask. Mine's here putting his cred.
I can if you want. I'll wear this mask if you want me to.
Lewis, you are putting your name on this. You were so confident to come on. We were so frustrated with this. You were putting your name and your reputation on the line, not hidden behind a mask. Why does that not speak to Mason?
Let me ask you guys a question. We have our sources. Doomcock has his sources. Should we just shut up because he gave his sources? Are we just to be quiet? You don't have to believe what I have to say. You don't have to believe what Doomcock has to say, or vice. You could believe both of it. I don't care. I'm the dude that talks to Victoria Alonso. You guys have reported on it, talking about me talking to Victoria Alonso. I go to all the Disney press conferences and junkets and stuff like that. It doesn't mean I'm going to say all their stuff is awesome, but I'm in the industry. But that doesn't mean you have to believe me. But I'm going to tell you right now, looking at the camera, without a mask, there has not been one screening for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Is the movie going to be bad? I don't know. Is it going to be good? I hope so. I'm a Star Wars fan. Either way, there has not been a screening. As a matter of fact, I don't think there's ever been a test screening for a Star Wars movie to the general audience, because that would leak. And Star Wars is like a novella. There's always going to be stuff revealed and stuff, and that's what they avoid.
Dude,
You don't have to believe me.
I can
Or,
confirm that.
Do you believe me now?
Wait. Oh yeah, he's got the mask on. I was gonna say I can confirm that because I worked for Disney for a very short period, and I didn't work in like the divisions that before screener. I worked in like the digital department, and they would hold employee screenings for like I remember it was like Toy Story 3 or whatever whatever Toy Story was that when I worked there. Anyway. Even when the movie was done, they wouldn't even let us in there. They were so under lock and key, all of those movies. That's just not something Disney does. So when I saw the story, I just rolled my eyes because I'm like, come on. We hate this movie so much before it comes out. That's why I'm doing this story, why I'm frustrated. And so if you want to call me self-righteous and how's Mason calling me? My goodness, Andrew Olson, my goodness, you come off really bad in this video, Andy. Like you also sound jelly. You know why I'm mad is because look, this is being taken as news. We are now doing fake movie news. And I'm just like, if you want to speculate and say, you know what, I bet you this. But like Doomcock, I'm not even trying to knock on Doomcock. The reason I'm frustrated is because Doomcock does this and then people report on it. And then other channels report on it. And they report on it like it's the news. And I've said it before, and I'll say it till the day I die. We got this covered is not news. Cosmic Book News is literally trying to be Comic Book News, which is trying to be comicbook.com. There's literally 10 of them that are all just feeding off each other. And the problem with these sites, honestly, it's hurting all of us creators. And we have to resort to doing these clickbait lies. We have to resort to fix the algorithm in order to get the views. The reason I'm jealous, if there's any jealousy, is in order to get 200,000 views, which is by far his highest viewed video. Go look. He had to make this up. Yeah. And the reason I'm saying this is because I trust Lewis because he's showing his face and he's putting his integrity and everything on the line. If you guys want to call me out and say I'm self-righteous and I'm a jerk for calling out BS when I hear it from reliable sources that are actually going to put their name on the line, you know what? Then unsubscribe. It's been fun. I appreciate your support. You can go follow those channels and just be fed crap. Just be fed crap and go do it. I'm so over it.
Preach. Look, that's our job as journalists. Somebody reports something, we come out with our counter reporting, and you guys decide. Time will decide who's right and stuff. But hey, if the movie sucks, let it suck on its own. You don't have to create a false narrative because then, hey, no one's going to believe anyone. Even the YouTubers who are correct are going to get damaged by that. But anyways, what the?
I'm so over this. I pushed Andy out of here. This hypocritical SJW knucklehead. It's time to really drop some scoop. This is NumbSkull here reporting, and that's it. No more of this Popcorn Planet crap. I have a scoop to outscoop both Lewis and Doomcock. Are you ready for this?
No.
Take this with a grain of salt, okay? Because early stage reports have told me. Early stage reports are telling me, and again, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm hearing early reporting that Brie Larson's not only going to star in Star Wars, she's writing and directing the entire next trilogy. I mean, what are we doing, Star Wars? I refuse to ever support Star Wars again. This news just takes it over the top for me. I have to believe it because I've heard it somewhere, so it must be true. Screw you, Star Wars. Lewis, what do you say?
I think you're absolutely right, especially since you put on that mask. I think it cancels everything I said. Honestly, I'm canceled, man. That's it. I'm done. Or am I? So if I put on this mask, now am I right?
Lewis, are you really trying to tell me that Disney, a corporation, $1 million corporation, that's trying to make money and sell as many tickets as possible clearly to the masses, a corporation that is clearly now what it is, you are telling me that and a movie that's already apparently pre-sold all of its opening weekend tickets, you're telling me they're not risking spoilers coming out by showing it to the common public, something they've never done before with Star Wars movies? Why would I believe they would do such a stupid thing, Lewis?
Man, there's no proof. There's never been anything. You could Google it. No one's test screened a Star Wars movie months before it's come out. Maybe Rick McCallum over there with old school Lucasfilm or some of the execs. Bob Iger maybe got to see it a couple times to put his input. Other than that, I'm going to tell you right now. What's your name again?
I don't know. Smallcock.
You forgot. I'm not talking about your real self.
I meant that because I'm like, I only can bow down to my overlord, Doomcock. He is my master.
And dude, Doomcock is entertaining. I subscribe. I love the notification bell.
I love Doomcock. I have no problem with Doomcock as entertainment.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I want to cosplay that actually.
No, kudos to Doomcock. He knows. Doomcock knows all. I will always support Doomcock's news because Doomcock knows the news. He is the number one news source. When on my phone, he's my home screen. So when I get all my reports, that's where I get all this information. Is always from Doomcock. All hail King Overlord Doomcock. But Doomcock, I hope you take this story. Brie Larson, not just starring, but writing, directing in the next Star Wars trilogy. I got to get out of here. I'm going to let that idiot Andy back in here. But Lewis, I'll let you talk.
Hey, listen, look, that's the way it is. That's what we do as journalists. That's what we do as YouTubers. Somebody reports something, we have a different report. It's a contradiction. Whoever you guys choose to think is the reliable source at the end, that's up to you, the audience. But I'm going to ask you guys that are complaining, bothering my boy Andy here with the personal attacks. What is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to just stay quiet and just shut up? No, he's supposed to run with what he knows to be fact. Right? Just like the other guy is running with what he thinks is fact. That's our job, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, amen. So that guy is crazy. NumbSkull. He is a massive NumbSkull. Look, I want to make this clear. I don't have a beef with Doomcock. I have a beef with people trying to make Doomcock news. And the problem is whatever. If we're going to speculate about movies, great. Go speculate about movies. But these sites, who I've been calling out since day one, and these are the only sites I'm really calling out, for the record. We Got This Covered is a notorious clickbait BS site. They literally, and I've shown it in previous videos, they literally will take any morsel they've heard and just pop it out there and then wait for one of them to prove true, which sometimes they do. And then they say, if we're the same site that guaranteed that, Jonah Hill was going to be the Penguin. And then suddenly they hear that it's going to be Paul Dano. Well, now we know Paul Dano is going to be the Penguin. And then they're like, no, it's Colin Farrell. Well, early reports telling it's Colin Farrell is the Penguin. And then they'll do another news story and they'll be like, the same people that figured out that Colin Farrell was the Penguin. That's literally what these sites do. And you guys are just encouraging it. Why? Like, what happened to real journalism? Why don't we believe in real journalism? And even for movie news, like there are sites that I trust. I like Slash Film. Slash Films are really, where do you go to get your actual movie news, Lewis, aside from NerdReport?
I Deadline, Variety,
yeah.
Slash Film's a good one. I go to a lot. Usually, with NukeTheFridge.com, I've been doing a lot of interviews personally and talking to people direct and then breaking down what they have to do. I just interviewed Jason Momoa. I've interviewed a lot of people from Pixar and stuff. So I kind of I get my sources from a lot of interviews personally. And then, I go around and I enjoy a lot of sites.
Yeah. And the truth is the Scoop game, which we made fun of a lot on, if you remember on Screen Junkies, there was a character named Scoops McGee. That was one of my favorite things Dan Murrell ever did. And he was taking a shot at Umberto and all those people who are consider themselves king of scoops. And I remember getting in a rift with Umberto. And this is why I'm talking, because I know this stuff. If you think I'm all high and mighty, well, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry I know things. But it's I know for a fact.
Don't tell anyone you know stuff because then people.
I don't know everything.
It fit their narrative.
Yeah, and I don't know everything, but I know in the world of scoops to be fair, there is a lot of how do we trust Lewis versus Doomcock? I trust Lewis is because I know in this instance I just do. He's putting his thing on the line. Now it could all be everything. Everyone can always be wrong, but I'm sorry. I'm going to trust the person who puts his name on the line, who I've known for years over a Man in the Mask. You don't have to trust me.
I'm not wrong here, though.
You can go trust him, but I don't believe he's wrong here. But my point is with Umberto, who does where's he from? Why am I blanking?
Heroic Hollywood.
Yes, Heroic Hollywood. He's I don't like that guy. I guess I'll come out and say it. He rubbed me the wrong way just because that's all he does. He'll literally go root in the trash cans and find the janitors at Marvel to try and get little scoops, is what I've heard, allegedly. But then there was one instance where I actually had a scoop, which ended up proving out to be wrong, but wasn't wrong, which was Robert Zemeckis was going to do The Flash. And I heard that through two, I can't say who they are, but I would die on it. There was a point he was about to go do it, and then it fell apart, and that's what happens in the industry. He absolutely was going to do it, and then Umberto, the one time I made a scoop on Screen, he was like, "Oh, I actually have a scoop. Let's run with this." And then Umberto had to try and one up me by saying, "Well, he was in talks. I called it. We broke it first." It's dude, I went on the air on Screen Junkies and broke it first. I put it out there on the line, and then the scooper tried to steal it. My point is, it's all, I don't want to get in the scoop business. That's why I gave up, because I was it's such a sketchy, dirty, terrible place to be in. And now, so I already hated the scoop business, and that's why I sort of trust the big dogs, Variety, Hollywood, Deadline. That's where the studios actually go. And then sometimes you'll get an outlet will get a scoop from a person, and then you want to go support it. But I'm so sick of it. And now to see YouTubers coming in this game to then try try and like outscoop the trades out of their own petty jelliness. Let's be honest. That's the only reason they're making this stuff up, to try and like goose their own ratings. I'm
Can
sorry.
I say something
I'm
real
going to
quick?
call it out. I'm going to call it out for what it is. Of course, Lewis, go ahead.
Listen, my source said about one particular YouTube that all he does is sit there and make up stuff, and they laugh. That's what they said.
You're not going to, you don't want to name names?
No, I don't want to name names because that's, they go, yeah, that guy, all he does is sit there and make up stuff.
Yeah, well, but
but all good. You don't have to, hey, look, we're telling you what we know. You don't have to believe it. You could do whatever you want. Whatever.
Well, I don't even know who you're talking about there, but I want to find out after the call.
You'll know, but don't bring it. Don't say
I don't know, but I'll find out. But my point is, look. Now let me talk to you to try and do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. You're on my channel. I'm a person who's just going to tell you what I think. If you don't like it, then don't take that one. But this like hitting on people like, oh no, Andy's what I'm just telling you what I know. If you don't like it, go subscribe somewhere else. I don't care. That's how unjealous I am. I don't care. I'm only going to do this if it's fun. And it's only fun for me when I can call out the hypocrisy when I see it. And this is hypocrisy. There's just so many sites that are growing and YouTube's encouraging that are just making things up. It's true. I'm sorry. Now, if you want to go do speculation and make sure it's, and call it that, then I don't have a problem with it. But that's not how a lot of people are doing it. These sites, like We Got It Covered, all these comic books, cosmic book news, they're just doing it for algorithm and Google. I'm not even talking YouTube. I'm talking Google search engine optimization. They're talking about Black Panther 2 years before Black Panther 2. So when Black Panther 2 something works, they can be higher up in the shirts rankings and make money off of lies. And I'm sorry, I lied in my life. I don't want to be a liar anymore. I want to this is my chance to be redemptive and come through as the phoenix of like, no, I'm going to live my best life now. You know what I'm saying? So when I see this in my space and movie news, it just annoys me. So if this rant and my desire to call out fake movie news bothers you, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep doing it. I love you for your support. Take care of yourself. Good luck. See you later. That's fine by me. I don't care. But don't call me out. If you want to tell me a critical comment that, well, why do we believe Lewis? I'll tell you why I believe Lewis. Because he's not wearing a mask. And he put his line and his cred on the line. If that's not good enough for you, I don't know what is. Lewis, I want to end on you. Anything else you want to add here?
Yeah, if you guys can, I love the audience. Well, most of it that comes here to see Popcorn Planet. Please check out Nerd Report here on YouTube. Hopefully you add a link, Andy, right there. Nerd Report. I got 2 more scoops at least coming for this on this topic. One is I have specifics on those 3 different endings. Well, now it's up to 6 according to the fake news outlets. 6 different endings for Star Wars Episode 9. I have detailed information on that, and also the George Lucas cut of The Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to be breaking that one down too, because my person, which I'm not going to show you the other side of this, is texting me.
I've heard some rumors. The point is, it's all rumors. And this attack on Star Wars before the movie comes out, it's just like, I've never seen it before. It's getting out of hand. And I understand why. To be fair, I want to say, I don't like The Last Jedi. I've gone on record. I think Lucasfilm, I love when channels, there's a lot of channels that I know, they go off on tirades about why Lucasfilm is screwing up this franchise. They, I think, absolutely are. And some of these leaks and rumors make sense. I understand why people are getting excited about them, but I can't stand when they report as if it's news and we're hearing that George Lucas is saving the day. I don't believe that for a second. I don't think George Lucas cares at all. Go ahead.
Andy, real quick. All these people that were complaining about how Joker got attacked before it came out, those are the same people attacking the new Star Wars movie before it came out.
Yeah, no, but look, again, people can not want to go see this movie. I understand why. They're still going to see it, though, is the sad reality. I understand, though, why they're mad at the movie. I hope that's not what you hear I'm complaining about. I'm complaining about these sites, these specific sites. We Got This Covered, Cosmic Book News, etc. I'm excited about them taking a character, Doomcock, who, again, legitimately, mass respect, good job, creative idea, brilliant idea that he did. I mean, Lewis, don't you agree? Bravo, sir. Bravo! I'm not calling out Doomcock. I kind of like it. I kind of just wish it was more of a parody of all these sites, because that would be even more genius. Like, I want Sacha Baron Cohen to like come out of the helmet because he's cracked it. He's like, oh, well, this is how do I make a dent in this space? Oh, I'll just make stuff up and put a mask on and like create a cult, and just it'll be what it is. Look, no, I love it. Good on him. Yeah. What I'm annoyed by is now sites that I've called out before now reporting it, and then other channels and things and groups and people being like, well, see, it's news. And just because they say it's with a grain of salt doesn't make it news. You need to be, I want people to be more, look, this is clearly speculation by crazy. This is probably made up. You got to like sort of specify if you want it. And now look, do whatever you want. If you see channels out there, outlets doing it, and you don't care, then so be it. Live your best life too. Again, I'm not trying to tell you how to live it. I'm just frustrated in my own life, and I'm sharing it. And I know there's people out there who agree with me. So show your love in the comments and help me, so I'm not doing this for nobody, because I can't be the only one who's frustrated by this phenomenon that's growing. Because it's like, I like to surf my movie news, and I don't like when this stuff pops in, because I want to know that there's certain sites that have actual headlines that I can trust versus, George Lucas is trying to fix that line. Is so exciting that of course people can take it, but I don't believe that for a second. And we're going to learn more as Lewis breaks these down. Go hear his scoops. Go check him out at Nerd Report on YouTube, nerdreport.com and youtube.com/nerdreport. He's a great guy. He's been a good friend. I'm telling you, go listen to him. I'm sure Lewis will have a scoop that's wrong. I'm sure Doomcock will eventually have a scoop that's right. That's just how it all works, right? Who really knows? To be fair, all I know is, let's make sure people out there aren't trying to make this news. It's not news. And sites like We Got This Covered, who that's literally all they do, I'm sick of them, and I'm going to keep calling them out, and I hope we don't have to keep supporting them. And if you want to take this speculation on a video, why can't they just say, oh, we heard the speculation online. What if this is true? How crazy would this be? And then just talk about it. Why is this so crazy that I'm asking for people to at least be a little bit more respectful if they call themselves movie news, to attempt to make it clear when it's speculation or it's complete bonkers BS. I don't know. It's Lewis. Am I going crazy?
Yeah, you're going crazy, but it's justifiable, brother. It's justifiable. Again, do not take this with a grain of salt. Take this with that salt planet in the Last Jedi thing. There were no test screenings for Star Wars 9. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. Sorry, Andy, about your you kind of going a little Joker on us right there, because the news is always...
I'm just annoyed, but it's like, I'm more annoyed in this. I did a second take and I got more annoyed and more heated because of the comments. I'm just like, go away. If you don't like my voice, unsubscribe. I don't care. I'm going to be here to be myself and do it, because what's the point of doing content if you're not being yourself? And I'm not telling any YouTubers how to do their videos. Do whatever you want. I'm just calling out when I see BS, because this isn't news. And when I can call it out and say, and have a reliable source confirm when stuff starts trickling, I want to kill it before it's there. So there's other people out there who be like, that's not news. It's not news. Fake movie news. Let's start doing it. That's what I think. Lewis, thank you for your support.
Thank you, man, for having me on. I love this channel. Nerd Wars is coming.
Yes.
Sorry, I got to plug that because you said maybe I'll come in one day. I love the trailer you made. It's a throwback to that other channel you were part of that was bigger than anything, man. It was all YouTube, and I think you're gonna reach that again. Nerd Wars is an awesome idea. You've always been one of the people on the forefront on this panel, on this platform, and on the internet, dude. Please check it out. I think Tuesday,
and we're going to have you on as a guest. I want to have you on as a guest. You're great. And we should do this topic. Whoever out there hates me the most about this topic, let's nerd war it out, because that's what it's about. I want to have these conversations civilly. I'm not trying to yell at anyone specifically except for those two sites. That's not, it's just, I'm just going to get heated sometimes. It's going to happen. So I hope we can have civil discourse. And when we can't, we'll nerd war it out, and then we'll hug it out, bro. That's the point. So I'm very excited. Thank you for that plug, Lewis. Tuesdays, Thursdays, we'll be live, 2 guests, 1 topic, and some surprises, fan assists. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come join. I'm probably going to start doing uploads less often because I want to focus on sort of that. And I got Hugging the Cactus coming back. So I'm more worried about content I want to do. When you see me do a video, it means I want to do it. If you disagree with it, you're allowed to feel that way. Tell me down below. But I just want to reiterate, guys, you don't have to be so harsh in the comments. Just tune out and go do something else and focus on your own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, don't get so bent out of shape. I shouldn't get so bent out of shape. But I get frustrated because I know a lot of these people support me, and then they're like, well, Andy's changed now. I can't support him. I promise I'm the same dude you like 2 months ago. But now when I don't agree with you, some of you are like, screw him. you're the one who can't change. Like, what's going on? I have changed, you haven't. That's what I think. And those people are irritating me. And I want them gone if that's really where you feel. If you're that drastic and extreme, I'm losing it because it's like, just go away. I want this to be a fun place, a civil conversation and disagreements, but be like constructive. Am I making sense, Lewis?
I think you are. And like, look, if you guys like are thinking one way and it gets reported that things are the opposite, sometimes that will sink your heart. If you want a movie to be good and then you realize it wasn't good, you feel bad. I understand that. I've been there. But it doesn't mean you have to shoot the messenger and insult the messenger. There were no test screenings of The Rise of Skywalker, point blank, and end of discussion. But what does that have to do with me? I'm just telling you guys that. It doesn't mean I don't wish there were. It doesn't mean I wish there wasn't or whatever. But it's just we report what we know as to be fact. That's what journalists do. That's what movie geeks do.
And
we work with what we got.
And people trust sources, and then they tell each other, and we can't tell you certain things because then there actually are people in the industry who want to report and sort of get the better news out there and not get reported to Disney. So I can assure you, I trust Lewis on this one. this one's a good one. So that's what you take it as you will. He's got some more coming, so go check out Nerd Report on YouTube. Follow him. Thank you so much for coming, Lewis, and having my back on this. Tell me down in the comments. I so can't wait to hear the comments on this one. And tell me what you want on Nerd Wars. That's also happening. So hit me up on social media at Andy Signor. I'll keep fighting this fight. So if you don't like me fighting this fight, I apologize. See you later. It's been nice knowing you. I appreciate everything you did. For those of you who stick out with me, I love you. I'm here for you. I'll fight that fight for you. I'll continue to fight that fight for you. Let's do it together. Let's start some Nerd Wars, but let's do it. Have some fun, be civil, and hear both sides. That's what it's about. Lewis, thank you again. Nerd Wars, Nerd Report. Check them all out. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.